Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today is my last day in the Dominican Republic. I'm heading back to Colombia in about 5 hours. I should be back in Colombia. And I had a great time out here in the Dominican Republic. This is not like the normal, come out and just kind of chill out. When I say I chill out, I really did not do much. I spent probably about 99% of the time in the house. I probably went out that the 1%, you know what I'm saying? That barely that 1%. But, you know, this time around was more peaceful, more chill than the normal, running around doing activities and stuff. I mean, I do that all the time. So there was no need for me to do that this time, but just relax. And I don't get to do that all the time. But with that being said, guys, today's video, I just want to say thanks to you guys for supporting the channel, for subscribing to the channel, for liking and sharing the content. And I always tell you, this is not financial advice, which is not. I'm just sharing my journey and along with you guys through comments and calls and messages in the Discord, and for the people who have my personal number, who send me messages all the time and have conversations all the time. I appreciate those, and I tell you guys all the time, the reason I continue to do this is because of that. Because as you guys know, to be consistent, 6 months plus, every single day has its challenges. Now, some days are better than others. Like today, I'm traveling right now. I'm going to be traveling today, so I have to make this video early. It's about 10 something here in the morning. I think the time in the US is probably about the same, or is an hour different. I don't know. I can't keep up with the time these days. But, it's fun doing these videos because I can see my progression, right? From where I started making videos every day 6+ months ago in the same identical country, right? To where I am now, right? Back then, I think I was generating, before I went, full blown high yield, not 100%, right? But I got a lot of high yield investments, right? Before I added more high yield investment to my portfolio, when I went from 20 something $1,000 a year 6 months ago, right, to where I'm at now, making $30,000 a month in 6 months. Now, people will be like, well, you lucky. No, I'm not lucky, right? Because I built my portfolio on lower yield, safer positions, and then added those high yields in there more because of my daughter. I say that to you guys all the time because of tuition. And I'm like, you know what? And it was a blessing in disguise because of her, I was able to change my life trajectory and make some decisions that I didn't think I would be making this early in my investment journey. I figured I would be maybe 10 years down the road instead of doing it in 5 years. But if you look at the time I've been investing in high yield, it's like 2+ years going. But for me, going like almost 80% of my portfolio in high yield, that is crazy, right? But I mean, I'm a risk taker. I've always been a risk taker. And sometimes I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. But the one thing I've learned is no matter what happened, right, I can always make the money back because I have learned a skill set that nobody else could take away from me, right? And that's the same skill set that I'm trying to give back to you guys by making these videos every day and to motivate you to invest, right? Because, like I say all the time, I work because I enjoy what I do for a living. I don't really work for a paycheck, even though I collect a paycheck, but I don't really work for a paycheck. And when you have FU money, it's a different feeling because you can make your own decisions for everybody. That a lot of people, I won't say everybody, but A lot of people getting laid off from the jobs, government, private sector, contractors, people who've been in a job full time for 20 years, and they're getting laid off, right? They're getting let go. And some of these people don't have something to fall back on, right? I talked about this some time ago. I think the president was offering like people like 8 months of their salary or something like that to quit. And I was like, back then I was saying, man, I would take that 800 that money, right? Depending on what your salary is, that can be over $1 million. And investing that money, I can bring probably like close to $50, $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 a month in income, and I would never need to work again. But if you don't have a learn skill set, then it becomes a problem, right? Because they say you can take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. It's the same thing, right? You know, I can talk about this every single day, and still, I show my accounts. I show the dividend coming into the accounts, right? I show my account is in margin calls. I show my account cut out of margin calls. I show when I transfer my account from one account to the next. I tell you guys what I'm planning on doing with my portfolio. And still people call me a scammer. And still people call me a scammer. But I'm the scammer that don't ask for nothing. So I don't see how I'm scamming somebody when I'm basically saying, guys, there is a way. There is a way. I mean, I take it people get laid off. The people that get laid off right now, they're getting laid off with packages. I will presume so, right? Um, when I got fired from my job, I didn't get nothing. They told me, oh, you took the time you took, that was your vacation time. And I was going to sue them, but I thought about it, I'm like, why should I go through all that, right? Some people will be like, yeah, you should have done it, but it is what it is. Sometimes when people do things to you, they think they're hurting you. They'll be like, oh, yeah, we got him, right? And they think they're hurting you for that moment. But they don't realize that they're actually hurting themselves, right? There was a meme on, I think it was on Facebook. There's two people standing on the ledge, right? And there is a plank, and both of them standing on the plank. And one guy is kicking the other person off the ledge, off the plank. But what he failed to realize is once he kicked this person off the plank, balancing them to keep them afloat, he's also going to fall, right? And I saw that. I'm like, oh, wow. It's like I got an epiphany. It's like, man, you know, people do things to you because at that moment they're like, yeah, I got him. But then, you know, in Africa, in Liberia, we got a saying, they say from frying pan to fire, right? So to put you in the frying pan, like you frying a fish, right? And the fish jump out, the frying pan flipping out, and then falls into the fire. Which one is worse, right? In the frying pan, you got hot oil cooking the fish, and then the fish actually falling into the fire. Either way, the fish is still done, right? But it's just an analogy, an African analogy. Sometimes some of the stuff is like, I know you guys like it. That shit don't make no sense, but it is what it is. I'm just flowing here. So flow along with me. Okay. So it's like one of those things, right? There's so many times, even like sometimes the people that hate you the most are the people that are closer to you, right? The people that you call your friends, right? And the people that you helped in the past. Those are the people that get mad at you for things that you look back and be like, you actually mad at me for that? I mean, that's useless thing that is not worth it. But you throw away things that I've done to help you in the past, and you forgot all of that, right? I never say, hey, pay me back for all the things I've done for you. But you let that go because of something else. Now, there are people like that, right? So you have to be mindful of your circle, right? You have to be mindful of your circle. You always want to be around like-minded people, Because if you're not around like-minded people, you're gonna have problems, right? Now, if you have friends that are successful, yes, it's good, right? You can say, "Oh, we got good competition," but it shouldn't be a competition. Peter should be happy with what Peter got. Paul should be happy with what Paul got, and I'm gonna be happy with what I have. Okay, guys. You know, like I said, I tell my friends all the time. I'm like, "Man, you guys have it good." They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Whatever you do, you got a wife. You'll do things together. You'll have two incomes. So if one person lose a job, the other they can fall back on the other person. For me, if I lose my job, my entire family suffers, right? Because there's no Mrs. Ford. I don't want one anyway, right? Because of what I've accomplished by myself in the last 5 years. I don't want to get that to no Mrs. Ford or something happy. I want it to go to my children. Okay, that's what I want. That to go to my children. So as far as marriage, that's out of the question. If you're married, I support you. I'm happy for you. It's not in the cards for me. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I would do that to help somebody that already in need, right? But not because I have to. But when I think about it, I mean, like, if I do it, it still got rights to my stuff. What are you helping them or not? Because I've helped a lot of people in the past, and they came back to haunt me, right? So that's why, sometimes when I do this, I'm like, man, there's still gonna be ungrateful people, but I don't care about the ungrateful people. I care about the people who want to be here. I care about the people who want to watch the content and motivate me to continue to do this content, right? And give me pointers that I can go back and look at my portfolio and be like, okay, well, maybe I can make an adjustment, right? Constructive criticism. This is what we're looking for here. No negativity. Okay, guys? So as we continue to grow, right? Remember one thing. You are alone. When you sit in front of your computer, making your orders, putting your buy order, putting your sell order, you alone. You are doing this alone. In some cases, if you're married and your wife is into this stuff, right? You can say, honey, what you think about this? That dude, the old guy on the YouTube was talking about this stuff. What you think? We should take a look at it or not? If you have that, some women don't care, right? Some husbands don't care. Like, oh, just do whatever you want. I don't have time for that, right? But as soon as somebody loses a job, somebody gets sick, somebody need money, then somebody remember, oh, honey, what happened to that thing you were doing on the trade and stuff? What happened to that? Oh yeah, that stuff is generating us $5,000 a month. Huh? This is the kind of scenario that happens all the time. It might not be 5,000. It might be 500. It might be 200. Right? Look at my small little $8,000 portfolio. Right? That's generated over $600 this past month. My little small portfolio. Okay, I think that's right. I didn't calculate that separately, but I think that's close to $600. Right? Even if it generated 200, 300, we're going to continue to add to that and grow that. At some point, that's going to be what I live off of, what I'm in United States or what I'm in South America, any other country, Africa, Asia, Europe, whatever I decide to go, right? Because when you are financially independent, right? You see that FIRE movement, financially independent, retire early, right? You can do what the hell you want when you want to. You can go where you want when you want to. Even if you have family, you can take your family with you because financially you can support your family no matter where you go. And that gives you time to spend with the people you love the most, even though sometimes the people you love the most can be the most annoying people. But that's very important to remember that, guys. Okay? Now, I always tell you guys, this is not financial advice. Like, share the content, you know, I'm trying to make this video short because, like I said, I'm traveling today and I don't have enough time. It's almost 10:30. I wanted to be at the airport by 11:30, 12, so I can have time to check in, go and relax, buy a few things for my kids, okay, and some people around me that I care about. Okay, guys. So, with that being said, we're done for the day. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow is back to the market. We had a good end of the week, right? Hopefully that continues on Monday because we need it. I mean, I need it. I don't know about y'all, but I need it because I'm ready to get to the point where I'm not like, you know what, I need to sell some more of this to cover my margins. I need to sell some more of that to cover my margins. I'm tired of doing that at this point, right? Even though I'm still selling stuff in my portfolio, so I'm not really losing anything because the money is going right back into the portfolio, but still the balance of the portfolio is going down because the market continue to go down. So of course, this is a discount. So of course I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to sell that growth portfolio. That growth portfolio is not giving me any dividend, it is going in growth. But I can take a $20,000 growth and sell that and I can pay the taxes on it later. But that $20,000 can give me $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Why not? That's a no-brainer. Plus, it's gonna help, keep me out of margin call. So, guys, anyway, like I said, I love you guys. Continue to stay focused. Okay, forget about the naysayers. Okay, forget about the naysayers. You know, a lot of times people are like, man. Sometimes I sit down like, I wish I never did this video because people know me now. People see me and they recognize me. And I'm like, this is not what I wanted, right? I did this to help people, not for people to know that I got some money, right? So, but it is what it is, okay? And I don't carry myself like that. I carry myself like I know always did. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, be passionate about what you do because no matter what you do, you're doing to make money. Nobody work for free. So be passionate about this because this, in a short period of time, will surpass your job, and this will become your job, right? Investing. And if you're doing that, what else? What else you need to do? You can put money in your Roth. You can have a business and put money in yourself, just your business retirement account. You can put money in your Roth. You don't really need a 401k. You have your own retirement account that you take money at 59. Okay, and you can still pay. You're still paying taxes, so you're still putting money into Social Security that you can collect, even though you don't need it when you get to a certain point. But that's the best thing. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, right, and I was telling him the best thing to have, right, the best problem to have sometimes, which is not a good problem, if to have so much money and you don't know what to do with it, right? That's a problem a lot of people have, right? Even though the word I use, I don't want to use it here, but a lot of those people that do those bad things, right? They have that problem. They make all out of money. They don't know what to do with where to put it. And we're gonna be in the same situation where we're making all this money, and all we can do is reinvest it to grow our portfolio for our, generational wealth. Okay, guys. I love you guys. I'm gonna start yapping. Okay. I'm gonna shut this down, and we're gonna do this again tomorrow. This video might be uploaded today, it might be uploaded sometime tomorrow. I'll probably upload it and just save it. And then when I get to Colombia, I can do everything quickly and do it. If not, I'll do it in the airport if I have time. I love you guys. Peace out.